Nithyanandam, everyone. Nithyanandam. My name is Nithya Yogananda Swami. I'm a Sannyasi of the Nithyananda order. Sannyasi means that I have taken some monastic vows to live the life of Sanatana Hindu Dharma under the direct guidance and supervision of my beloved Guru, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Today, I wanted to share with all of you some beautiful clicks, or I can say some of the cognitive shifts that has happened to me in the past few months that have brought me to openly share with all of you and celebrate the beautiful happening of having the Guru, the Master in my life. And see, before even I knew about the lifestyle of Sannyas, before I knew even anything about Hinduism, I was born in Venezuela. I lived in Miami for most of my life. And through the course of my life, even though I felt so blessed, I felt so many things are available, so many things have been provided to me by life, I still felt there's something else. And I was constantly seeking for that thing. I was looking for it through maybe my studies and then my professions, or through my work, or through different ways I was trying to find out what else is there. But it was not until 2008 that I went through a strong preparation. I became vegetarian, I became vegan, I started to learn about yoga, and it was through that shift in my life that I became open to understand and recognize Swamiji in my life. After I understood, I met Swamiji. Basically, he came to my life in the form of a book, and it is not only the book that happened, it's the click that happened inside of me, that he's the one that I've been seeking for. He's the one who has the answer to my questions and the fulfillment of whatever I'm looking for. And from that moment, I just, without knowing, my whole life became so focused on this path, in the path of Swamiji, whatever he represents. He represents Hinduism, Sanatana Hindu Dharma. He represents the highest states of consciousness, enlightenment itself. And without exactly knowing what all of that means, I just knew that that is what my life is about. And through this journey, I ended up understanding that Sannyas is my life. There's nothing else in the world that I'd rather be doing than living with Swamiji himself and dedicating my whole life to be around him and dedicate my life for the vision and mission of the Master. And that is what this path of Sannyas is about. Through this journey, through this life, after becoming a Sannyas, after taking Sannyas, after moving to India permanently, after living in the monastic Adinam, it's a monastic campus where we're living with all the different basically traditions of Hinduism. One of them is Sannyas, others also married couples live here. But after deciding to be here, after starting this life, which was for me, it was not a decision, it was just a natural flow. It was just the clear, straightforward path for my life. So in this journey, I started to go through some ups and downs within myself, as I found myself a little bit too much in the unknown, too much in the, maybe I can say in the, of course, in the unexpected. You know, when you're living with Swamiji, with an avatar of Sadashiva himself, you are going to go through so much of the unknown. And through this journey, I found myself sometimes going through some ups and downs. And even at those moments that maybe I was feeling some of the ups and downs that happen, and how the Vatavarana means the ambience, the ambience that Swamiji creates for us to always be powerful. So any form of powerlessness is usually not entertained, and which is completely opposite from a regular life. Back at home, in my pre-monastic life, obviously we have so many people to pamper, so many people to, cultivate and pamper our inauthenticities or our patterns, or always there's a comfort zone that you're comfortable there. And here, it is not like that. Here it's such a high conscious energy field that supports only your highest possibility. And whenever we kind of fall from that highest possibility, we enter into a zone of powerlessness, which is not at all entertained. It's not pampered. So even through those moments, I had to really look in and find out deeper and deeper questions about myself, about my life, my decisions. And it is through all of that I have come to understand, and my capacity to cognize Swamiji's role in my life has become deeper. See, the moment that I felt Swamiji's there, and he's just the embodiment of everything I've been yearning, seeking, looking for, all my ambitions, all my whatever he's just the embodiment of everything. And even at the moments that I'm going through those lows, where I'm questioning myself, where I'm doubting about my capacity to stand up in the shoes of this lifestyle, or the moments that I felt question about maybe he doesn't love me, maybe I'm not good enough, or those type of moments, situations in this journey, I have come to understand that it is such a strong commitment of the Master to fulfill his commitment for me that has given me more and more clarity and strength to understand that everything he does is only for my good. And it is completely opposite. The love of the Master compared to the love of any human being is so different. Because we have the tendency to think that if I love you, I have to show you my empathy or sympathy or or the pampering or whatever you're feeling down. But Swamiji is not like that. He's willing to sacrifice what I feel about him for the sake of my transformation. He's willing to sacrifice anything for the sake of my transformation, for the fulfillment of his commitment to me, which is whatever I asked, whatever he commits, which is helping all of us realize our ultimate spiritual identity, for all of us to complete with all the things that are limiting us, the things that are making us shrink, and realize that we are one with him, that we're one with Sadashiva, that we're one with the whole, that we are ultimate, divine, powerful superhumans in having this physical body but capable of so much more. And as we go through this journey, in this path of sannyas, or in the path of a guru-disciple relationship, it is so beautiful to understand the different ways that Swamiji is preparing us to come closer to him and to become more in oneness with him. And it is never about the opposite. It is never about what we perceive. And I think one of the most, as I talk to people and as I meet so many people from different backgrounds, and people come and they go, and they come for programs or they come for different purposes, we're constantly having so many people coming over. And one of the things that I have come to understand is that we have a very deep pattern or feeling that we are alone and that there's nobody we can trust. Humanity maybe as a collective thought root pattern, we're having the feeling that nobody's there for us. And even when Swamiji has taken the human body, even when Sadashiva has taken the human body to show he's with us, in so many ways he's trying to show he is with us, still we are blinded. The pattern is still covering that realization with the idea that we are alone and nobody's there we can trust. Unfortunately, that's a common pattern that I myself have experienced, I have completed, and I see many people having that. And that is where the Master has the most difficult job in the planet Earth, which is helping us understand he's there with the most immense patience, with the most immense compassion, with the utmost sensitivity. He's just helping us overcome all of those things without entertaining it in such a delicate way. and making sure that we see and taste our success. We taste what it is that we are capable of. We taste and we realize our ultimate spiritual identity, who we really are, despite all the layers of conditions and identity crisis and insecurities and thought cognitions and wrong cognitions and different types of all the things that we have grown up with. Despite all of that, he's helping us understand who we are beyond all of this. So I just wanted to open up this platform to open up a little bit about my journey to all of you and invite all of you to raise up your questions, because I know many people ask me how you have chosen this life, how are you living this life, how you have left from being a Miami Beach person to being a sannyasi in India. So this is basically the opportunity to see not only me, but so many hundreds and thousands of us who are feeling this amazing transformation, this beautiful experience of tasting what the bhakti, the divine love, is about, and making that our strength to go through all the fluctuations we can go through, and see to it that we taste the success of being close to the master, of experiencing the connection with the master, and being able to cognize who he is for us, which is that unconditional love. And basically I just wanted to open up a little bit about this. And anything else?
You can talk about the success yoga team has had lately after you went through this shift.
Oh. So, see, one of the beautiful things also is that whenever, it's always a thought, it's always a decision. Even inside, I was sharing with Masarupa Priya, who's actually holding the camera right now. I'm very grateful for that. I was sharing with her before making this video how in just some occasions I've had a little click, and I just made through that intention in my inner space, throwing that intention in my inner space, like, okay, let my, let me like I just recently had this thought, like let all my whole vision be centered on Swamiji. I just had that, just one thought, and I had it 2 times only, but deeply inside I just felt that. Immediately life responds, immediately Swamiji responds, immediately he responds, and he gives me that. And then he comes and tells also, your depth has chosen me. After me just making that decision inside of me. And there's so many examples I can share, we can share, of how just small decisions, I cannot say small, it is not about the size, it's about the depth. Some decisions, when taken so deeply within me, Swamiji immediately responds, and he's just waiting for those decisions to happen, to call us back and just hold us and keep us close to him and radiate through us and express through us and manifest through us. And some of the successes we have tasted through this process, through this journey, is first having a lot of the clarity that Swamiji loves me. Recently I was having a group meeting with my team members. As many of you know, I am heading the yoga team, the Nithyanandam yoga team, along with an amazing group of yogis. We were having a team meeting, and in that meeting I felt so much of a violation. I was feeling violated. Something happened, I felt inside irritated, and I felt some reaction to that situation. Something somebody said, I was having some reaction to that. And somewhere through that conversation, the feeling of violated came inside. Feeling violated. Oh my God, that gave me such a click. Somehow immediately I understood, I am feeling violated. It is my feeling that is violating me. And I remember Swamiji's satsang, where he beautifully opened up one something that Kalaveda I wanted to share with all of us through Swamiji. And it was about how the feeling, actually we can never be violated. So I immediately after that meeting, I ran, I just took a little bit of time, put the video on my phone, put the headphones, and I was listening to Swamiji's words. about this specific topic. And I ran, he gave us a beautiful exercise to write down all the things that makes me feel violated. I wrote all of those things down, and Swamiji beautifully said from Bhagavad Gita, a beautiful verse that says that we can never be wet by water, dried by air, harmed by any weapon, or burnt by fire. We are just beyond any of that. We cannot be violated. Those words somehow just shook the depths of me and made me remember that I cannot be violated. It is only my cognition. And that cognition that makes me feel violated is what is violating me. So I desperately wanted to get rid of it. So I ran to Kalavedava. We have a beautiful Kalavedava Murti deity here in the ashram. So I ran to him. He's actually there. He's always there for me all the time whenever I need him. So I ran over there and I told Kalavedava, this is it. I want to get rid of this. I clearly put all whatever I felt violated at his feet, and I sincerely said, take it away now. I was very ferocious about that. And after that day, after that moment, I felt a tremendous strength again to stand up again to everything that Swamiji has shown to me of how he's there for me, how much he's just loving me and supporting me, and without having the feeling that I need to protect myself, without having the feeling that somebody can harm me, somebody will not be there for me, I can be in any harm. I just dropped all of that at his feet, and that again gave me so much more clarity to decide to stand. Let whatever come, nothing can touch me, because nothing can touch me. Swamiji said nothing can touch me, so nothing can touch me. That's all. And if something I feel it's going to touch me, I drop that immediately. So that really gave me a lot of strength and a lot of clarity. And with that strength and that clarity, whatever was coming my way, I was able to see that it is Swamiji's love. Even if somebody comes and shouts, if something happens, if somebody drops a project or just runs away or just doesn't do something or whatever it might be, even that is a way that I find that it is expanding me. It is auspicious. It can only bring so much more expansion to me, because it is Swamiji's love towards me. He's there with me. He's just, I'm not alone. He's with me. He's with me, and I'm here for you. I'm here for him. So that's one of the beautiful clicks that have happened in my inner space that have given me so much of the strength and clarity to stand. Whatever might happen, I know it is Swamiji's love, and with so much compassion, with so much patience, with so much, oh my God, it's like, I don't know, I tear up every time I think about it, because if there's one, I think even the word love is too much of abused. It's too much of misconceptions and wrong understandings about it. It's filled with so much of our cognitions and conditionings, and it's filled with so much. And actually what Swamiji is sharing with us is not that. It is the ultimate commitment, the ultimate standing by you, the ultimate pouring himself to you, through you, to you, for you, for others. And it is up to us to be able to catch it. He's doing that for so many of us. That's why he's an avatar. He's Sadashiva, because he's able to do that for thousands and millions of people, billions of people at the same time. And we're the fortunate ones that get to experience it and understand it.
World record.
Yes. So recently we had an amazing breakthrough, which is, I think, a beautiful statement to the world of Swamiji's contribution, not only in the field of yoga, but of the feeling connection and Shaktipada. We just recently broke 2 world Guinness records. Basically, we just created a new record in the field of yoga through Nithyananda Kundalini Raju and Nithyananda Shivastamba Yoga. We had the largest gathering, the largest class of the yoga, ancient traditional yoga performed on a rope. And that was the first Guinness record that we have achieved as a Sangha. And that was such a scene to be seen, because many people has really didn't have any background. Understand, every single participant of this session was the only qualification they had is just being connected to Swamiji, being Swamiji's devotee and disciple. That's the only qualification they had to enter this place. It has nothing to do with their background of sports or their experience in yoga or their achievements in yoga or their capacities or their expertise or in any sports or in any physical condition. Many people haven't done anything in a long time, and many people have done this for the first time. But it was what? It was the Shaktipada. It was the most beautiful statement to the world that yoga doesn't need to happen only through practice. It can happen through that entanglement, through the Shaktipada. Entanglement means that your being and the being of such being, an avatar, who is in the highest frequency, who's an embodiment of the ultimate realization of the oneness with the source. When he's here and your being resonates at that same frequency, you start manifesting and expressing the possibilities that are within you that you never knew are there. Maybe you never explored them. So through this Guinness record, it was such a beautiful statement that everyone, all the more than 250 people, 260, 270, 280 people have gathered there from different parts of the world and different parts of India, have gathered with that one thing, the feeling connection to the master, and experienced the possibilities opening up. We had so many people just crying out of joy because they, for the first time, experienced so many possibilities through their body and so much of a beautiful space of bliss and ecstasy that happened through that session. Immediately, just a few days after that, we had the largest session of Nithyananda Shivastamba Yoga, which is the yoga performed on the traditional wooden pole. And again, that was another huge breakthrough that we had. And again, it was something seemed to be seen. The Guinness adjudicator, the person who comes and judges the whole event, he was in shock of what a scene it was for him. He said, I've been to so many Guinness records, but this is something I'll cherish forever, because it was such a huge scene. And the energy level there, we had like a 2-hour yoga session under the intense heat of the sun. And after that, we had 2 hours of intense dancing, like crazy, out of intense celebration. Not crazy, I would say crazy. Out of intense celebration of that Shaktipada, of that experience Swamiji has gifted us and blessed us with. So those are two huge, beautiful statements to the world about the possibilities that are available through the authentic yoga, which is that experience of Shaktipada with Sadashiva, with Swamiji. And these are some of the things I wanted to share with all of you, and I would love to hear from you all, to see if you have any questions that you would like to ask to Swamiji, because Swamiji has blessed me with the opportunity to have a personal interview with him, and it is such a blessed opportunity. I wanted to open this to all of you, to all my friends, family, and everyone who's watching, for you to share any questions that you might have deep inside that you would love to ask Swamiji. What you would like to ask him, please leave it as a comment. We'll be selecting a few of these questions and raising them up for the interview day. So I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you for tuning in, and let us keep sharing and enjoying the blessings together, Swamiji's blessings. Thank you, Nithyanandam.